Thanks a lot. I think the audience are now the real specialists in this field, and so I welcome you after the coffee break. Mr. Chair, Mr. Professor Dimkic, he's gone? Or?
He just went down.
Ah, yes, okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for me to be here in Belgrade and to speak at your conference. Thank you very much for the invitation. And also many thanks to Zoran Novakovic, who coordinate my visit and is really a long-time friend. Zoran, many thanks for your work. On its approx 2,900 kilometer long course, the river Danube forms a natural connection from the west across Europe till its other end in southeast, from the Black Forest to the Black Sea, a real and true European miracle. The Danube riparian countries offer most significant cultural and socio-economic potentials within Europe. Alone, 115 million people live in the countries, regions, and cities that lie alongside the Danube. By the way, Ulm, where I come from, a small, humble city at the beginning of the Danube, small, humble Swabian city, is located at river kilometer 2,585. The Pančevo Bridge, I know it now, here in Belgrade is situated at kilometer 1,166. And the point zero is in Sulina, Romania, on the Black Sea. I represent the Council of Danube Cities and Regions, a network organization of cities and regions along the Danube, which has, starting from Ulm in Baden-Württemberg and officially founded in Budapest 2009, progressed for many years. Joint projects in culture and science, education, environmental planning and economy have been developed for many years, especially also the change and meetings between young people from the countries and cities along the river Danube, the young Danubians. Why starting from Ulm? Simple answer, because Ulm is very concrete, connected with the other cities along the Danube by that river outside here. But I have to admit that in Ulm the Danube is like a creek compared to the mighty river, for example, here in Belgrade or in Romania and Bulgaria. However, we do still have the highest church tower in the world. So, today, about 80 Danube cities and regions from Baden-Württemberg, Bavaria, Austria, Hungary, Serbia, Croatia, Romania, Bulgaria, and Ukraine participate in our network. The Lord Mayor of Bratislava, Mr. Ivo Nesrovnal, is for now president of the CODCR. The mayors of Vienna, Bratislava, Budapest, Bucharest, Ulm, Novi Sad, and other representatives are in its executive committee, and also Zoran. This alliance confirms that in the cities and regions a lot of things began which now can stimulate the development of macro-regional structures for the European Danube region, and in this context also the promotion of infrastructure projects. So the EU strategy for the Danube region was like as a confirmation for our work. Why do the Danube cities and the Danube regions play a special role in the implementation of EU Danube strategy? On the one side, the Danube region is one of the European regions with the largest density of cities. Most of the people which live in the Danube region are inhabitants of cities and towns that lie alongside the Danube. This is where the people live and work, host identification with the EU Danube strategy and with Europe as a whole enjoys the best success when they experience positive changes in their everyday lives and an optimistic growth perspective. The core purpose of the EU strategy for the Danube region is to bring peace, democratic governance, legal security, a clean environment, prosperity, education, and social justice to the citizens living along the Danube. One of the main pillars of the strategy, of the action plan in the frame of the strategy, is the environmental protection in the Danube region, with the priority areas restore and safeguard the quality of the water, coordinated by Hungary and Slovakia, and management of environmental risks, coordinated by Hungary and Romania. In this context, the local and regional cooperation that has developed along the Danube in the last years is even more necessary for the future. The Council of Danube Cities and Regions, in cooperation with other networks, will build up a strong association on local and regional level. We plan to build up a kind of urban platform for the Danube region. This association is working out positions for the Danube strategy with fields of actions and concrete projects which must be anchored in the development of the Danube strategy in the next years. Like, for example, sustainable improvement to the environment as better water quality, your field of action and your field of work, of the Danube from the Black Forest to the Black Sea. Water is the source of life, we know it, and we need the blue Danube, indeed. Like developing the knowledge society through research, education, and information technologies, we need Danube research centers, especially for young people, for the young elites, which are very, very useful and necessary for the development of the countries like Serbia. Too many young people go away. Some remarks on the research and networking effort of the CODCR concerning waste and freshwater management in the Danube region. Since the early 90s, municipalities and regions have tremendously changed the way they manage their water and sewage systems. Different forms of involvement of private actors, as well as changing citizen behavior and demand, has brought about challenges and solutions. The Council of Danube Cities and Regions has therefore decided to have a closer look in the area to identify best practice examples, as well as to provide an understanding of different solutions with all their strengths and weaknesses. The aim is to compile a research study of different cases of cities of different sizes, as well as different economic stages of development. The results shall be presented to the public in events and respective publications, for example, in the frame of the next EUSDR annual forum. The next will take place, the 5th will take place in Bratislava on November 3rd and 4th, and you are cordially invited. Another challenge for the development of infrastructure in the Danube region is, and one of the biggest problems of the lower Danube, is the lack of solid Danube crossing like bridges and tunnels. On more than 1,000 kilometers from the Iron Gate between Serbia and Romania and between Bulgaria and Romania, there are only 4 fixed crossings. Then at the Romanian Danube to the Danube Delta, only 2 more. From the Delta to the source, in our direction to Baden-Württemberg, there are 2,000 bridges. The Council of Danube Cities and Regions will inform in future all relevant political leaders and decision makers in the European Union and in the Danube countries on this issue, because otherwise the welfare and economic development in this area are blocked permanently. Our offer, the CODCR, can be used as local and regional network organization for coordinating projects in these fields of water and water management with your experience. Yes, thank you for your attention. Thank you.